All right, look, some people like the dollar cost average. It's been here for a long time. It's very simple. It lowers the average cost of how much you buy BTC at. Some people like to accumulate Satoshis or stack Satoshis with swing trading and day trading strategies. If you guys been watching my channel for any period of time, you know I've brought William on before. He's one of the Fundamental Secrets coaches. And today he feels like he can broadcast some technical analysis for you guys to give you a little bit more comfort in Bitcoin's price. Now, again, technical analysis is just one variable in cryptocurrency investing, but it can be very lucrative if you know what you're doing. So go ahead and introduce yourself again, William, for the people I haven't seen.
My name is William Musser. I'm a coach with Alex Lorenzo as part of his Fundamental Secrets group. We basically discuss day-to-day trades, swing trades, scalping, day trading, all the different methods that you can use, DCA and hodling. My favorite technique, obviously, is swing trading, and I like to swing trade on a much bigger scale than most other people. Some people like to scalp these small movements. I do not. Typically, I'm looking for real movement in the market. I'm not looking for something very small. I'm looking to make big gains on certain drops
Yeah.
as far as swing trading. So when I can see these drops occurring, I'm typically looking to exit the market at certain positions. And once I exit the market at these positions, then I go ahead and I look for a re-entry position in these markets. I can tell you that during this whole fall, I caught this top there. I exited up here and I entered down, or I ended up entering down here. I did get smashed out right here on a short because I held the short from all the way down here and I ended up losing a good chunk of my profits, but it wasn't a big deal as this right here looked like it was moving bearish, but of course they flipped it up. The thing is like if you look at the trend, right? The trend is not this way as people were seeing it. The trend is this way as it is. So if the trend is this way, then that means that that's the trend of the market, right? Because there's more here than there is here. So in that case, I know that this trend right here more than likely is going to do the same thing. So our new trend is down. Once we broke trend over our tops, that was done. The market is finished. At that point, our market is now in a downtrend. So even though we moved up here, we could see it through what? Multiple areas. We could see it through Bitcoin losing the dominance. We could see it through the slow movement of the climb, so on and so forth. During the bull run, the climb does not take this long to get this high.
Yeah.
Down here, basically, I exited over here, and then I didn't re-enter until down here. That to me is a swing trade, right? I could have entered here. I could have took this upside, and I could have done the same thing all the way down.
Yeah.
But the risk of me getting wrecked in that scenario is more than than I'm willing to take as far as risk tolerance, right? Which is something else we teach in the Fundamental Secrets.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the trend currently right now?
The trend is still bearish. It's been bearish, and this is what I pointed out in the last video that we did together. And I mean, this is what people are seeing. So they're like, "Oh, it's climbing up," but I mean, in reality, this is what's going on here. This is the reality of things,
Yeah.
and there's no breaking this. And with that same thing being said, we have to consider this. Oh, well, what happens if it breaks out of the channel? Okay, it breaks out of the channel. We still have other barriers. Our other barrier is right here, and we still have to break this top. So all that's going to mean is that we just moved into a new pattern. It's still a bearish downtrend. We're going to continue pushing down as we discussed. And I call this in the fundamental group right around the first, right here. And basically I called pricing. And then obviously you can see people right here liked it. I threw in some additional numbers. I threw out 26K in the video before. I think that's a very conservative, good placement for the market. And that's where I think we're still heading.
Want to go check it out on YouTube, by the way, you can go, it's like about 2 videos over. Just look at my recent videos and see it for yourself. There's nothing to hide. Like, what do you think in maybe the next week or a month? Like, what are you thinking?
So I have this breaking out currently from here. I have us moving into a pinch point and then getting pushed down on a bear flag. And I think it's very apparent right here as far as our movement. We got a higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and it just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. So basically, these right here are going to trend down. We're going to get pinched out, and then we're just going to get shoved down. I have this guesstimated. Obviously, nobody can predict the future at the exact date. Around the end of the month. Around the end of the month, I see us kind of getting pushed down to our price targets. Again, we may hit 28 and bounce, and then people are like, "Oh, your 26 didn't work." We're going to get down there. It's going to happen ultimately.
Yeah. And honestly, from what I've seen in sentiment analysis, people are pretty bearish right now. There's a lot of regulation in the market from what we've been talking about on the YouTube. Consumer price index information is actually coming out today. And I just feel like in general, people are just a little bit safer this time. They're not just all buying a dip, if that makes sense. So it seems to line up. But yeah, I don't want to waste your guys' time. If you have any final thoughts, technical analysis, you can jump into that and then we'll conclude this video.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like an overall view of the market, and I think this is what people really need to see. When in doubt, at the end of the day, everybody's heard this. Zoom out, and we can clear this whole thing right here, and we can just look at this right here. This is the 200 and the 50 EMA, and then you can see right here where they've crossed each other already. We're in a death cross. Can we loop up and maybe do another run up? Yeah, but at the highest I see that's 38K, and then we fall down. So if that even happens, right? It's not even guaranteed we'll do that. So I mean, again, I'll just run a trend line, and that's our movement.
Guys, look, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin's price going down. If anything, I get excited, like I've been saying over and over again. The only reason people are mad right now is because they need to broaden their time horizon. I feel like people think way too short term. So again, like I said, as an investor, isn't your investment job to buy cheaper items and sell them for more, right? Shouldn't you get excited that you have this opportunity, to buy Bitcoin cheaper? I think people should be thinking like that and controlling their emotions. Because what are you saying? A drop to maybe like 26K, like you said.
Yeah. So if we drop the 26K from where we are right now, you're looking at roughly 20% loss to your earnings. So if you exit and you take this 20% dip, you got 20% more coins. So one BTC turns into 1.2 BTC. If BTC next bull run is worth $300,000, now you got $360,000, right? At the end of the day, I think roughly, sorry, I didn't do the math right or not, but you get the point. Basically, you got 20% more BTC next bull run. That's 20% more fiat of its current value. So that's what you're looking to do on a swing trade. You're looking to accumulate more coins. In the long run, will make you more money.
I agree. And I think people also should take in consideration the fact that we are thinking in a context of accumulating more BTC. If you think about it in USD form, then I can see why you're mad. But at the end of the day, we have the belief that cryptocurrency is going to be here to stay. I genuinely believe Bitcoin's going to hit $150,000 in the next couple of years. What do you think, William? What's your long term prediction for Bitcoin's price?
I mean, Bitcoin's price, I see a pretty high number. I mean, if we fall out here and set 4 years on a bull run, I could easily see 300 to 500,000. If this thing rolls over and does a double top, which it has done in 2013, again, I don't want to run into this too long. Right over here, we did a short market and then we did a big run up. So we can do the same thing here potentially, right? We can do a short market and then we can do a big run up. We run up here, even, and that would take another year or two possibly. It's $400,000 BTC if we hit top. If we hit top.
Yeah, guys, when in doubt, zoom out, stop getting emotional, protect your investments. Definitely educate yourself. Don't get stagnant. This is the time to get active. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism, subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.